welcome to another episode of Black Brewers Podcast, episode 4. Man, I'm glad to be here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I agree. This episode is sponsored by Dual Citizen, and we're here. We're at the spot.
Woo!
We changed location.
Yes.
Our background's different. There's silver tanks over here. They hooked it up.
Yes,
Look
sir.
at this. It looks great, doesn't it? All right, let's go.
Yeah, so Dual Citizen, if you don't know, they're out of St. Paul. I'm just gonna read their mission statement real quick so you guys get a kind of idea of what they're focused on and what they like to do. They are a community-focused brewery which is inspired by modern takes on classically styled beers, all with a focus on celebrating community roots and developing local pride. I like their beer. I've only had a few of them. I know that at DM we've done maybe 2 or 3 collabs with them, and so good folks over here, and I know that they can pump out some good stuff for sure.
Good pints.
Definitely
For sure.
a standout brewery. But, let's jump into the show, man. So we're talking about Black History Month, people.
Let's go.
It is Black History Month. It is
And the
February. It is Black, we'll say it again now?
Black Future
And the
Month.
Black Future.
Black
It's
Future
Black
Month.
Future. We here. We doing the thing.
The future is now.
Yes, it is. So, with speaking of Black History Month, I want to talk about Carter G. Woodson, who started Black History Week.
Okay.
So Carter G. Woodson was an American historian, author, and journalist. He was the founder of the Journal of Negro History. And in 1916, Woodson has been called the father of Black history. And in February of 1926, he launched the celebration of Negro History Week, which was a precursor of Black History Month.
It's innovation right there.
Man, he was an innovator, man. He was ahead of his
So
time.
he coined the term too?
Yeah.
He coined the term?
Well, no, it was Black History Week before
Right,
this month.
right.
And it was Black History Week for 40 years. It took 40 years for it to become Black History Month.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
That's probably only like a year.
I mean, you
add it
gotta remember that was in the early 1900s,
You know,
1920s, man. So,
40 weeks is not even a year, actually.
yeah, it was less than a week.
yeah.
Less than a year, yes than a year. And also, if you guys don't know, in my opinion, he wrote one of the greatest books of all time. It's called The Miseducation of the Negro prior to 1861.
Oh, that's who wrote that?
Yeah, check it out if you can.
Oh,
Check it out if
Hey.
you
You've been
can.
getting on me
Check
to read
it
that
out
book,
if you
too.
can. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You've been on my ass about that.
You were
man.
mentioning that a while back. For
Yeah,
sure.
man. It's again, my opinion. It is one of the greatest books on our history and where we stand at that time and still today.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
I'm
not
gonna
much.
check it out.
A lot of things that are the problem yesterday are still
Still
the
the
problems
problem.
today.
Definitely.
No doubt.
Unfortunately, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the case. But hey,
Anyway,
Definitely. Word. For Black History Month, I kind of want to talk about something a little bit, lighthearted. We're gonna talk about fried chicken. And don't look at me crazy,
nah.
cause that shit really came from the slave trenches. They called it yard bird back
Yardbird.
in those days, and so people, the slave owners who owned the slaves, would have them in the back, chickens, whatever, whatnot, discarded parts of the pig, discarded parts of different animals, whatnot.
hence the chitlins your auntie makes that stink up the house and you're not happy
Oh
about
yeah,
eating it.
no,
Sure indeed.
no,
Tastes
no
like
sir,
butt.
no sir. And so slaves found a way, with not having much, to fry and heat up oil, put chicken in it, bread it with a little bit of flour, wham. Next thing you know, you got possibly one of the most
Greatest.
prized foods on the entire planet. Who the hell doesn't like fried chicken, bro?
Who isn't trying to reinvent the
you know
wheel
what I
while
mean?
making fried
Exactly.
chicken?
Yeah.
As a comedian once said, Yardbird ain't never done nothing bad to me.
Right. And
Fried
so,
chicken has touched the hearts of.
for those who don't know, every time you eat something like fried, a lot of things,
Yeah.
but fried chicken mainly, that shit literally came from a recipe out of the literal bottom.
The struggle.
where
Talk
people
about
are
making the
struggling
best out of
most.
a worse situation.
Exactly.
Literally.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine dude
Out of
came
the
back there and
worst
was like, "What the
situation.
hell is this? Like, what y'all doing?"
That's how you get to the house.
And he was like, "Damn, this fire." He was like,
That's how you
"Man,
get
this
to the
is
house,
super
man.
fire." Hell
Yeah.
What
which
is
one
this?
Of y'all? Which one of y'all motherfuckers made this?
You're coming to the house. You. Come on. Get in the kitchen.
Definitely.
Let's show you
For
around.
real.
Definitely.
And he was like, "Man, this is fire."
Yeah. What is that? What is that you're eating? Is that velvet?
Man.
So next time you at Popeyes or whatever, or you fighting over the next sandwich that coming out,
Man.
remember where that came
Hey,
from.
homage.
For real.
Yeah, don't fight over it. Just get another one.
Yeah.
Please. No gunplay at the drive-thru, guys. Okay.
Man, please
real.
not. Please not.
For real. For me, as far as Black History Month, man, I really like looking towards the future, man, because, you know, you gotta look in the past to see from your mistakes, but the future is where we lie. That's where our fate lies. It lies in the future. So it's just more so just about highlighting and supporting Black enterprises that are on the up and come up, and just doing your best to support Black brands. Like even the sweater I'm wearing. This is one of my favorite artists, Dios, did it ourselves, Eli Dala. He's a Black entrepreneur. He makes great music, but he also makes great clothing as well. The sweater makes me feel like I'm swimming in soft furs in a luxurious hotel. So I just feel great about it, and it's developed and designed by the eye of a Black man through the mind of struggle and just what he wants to represent as a brand. So I just like to support anything that has to do with just developing and harboring and perpetuating a healthy Black future forever. So let's go for that.
But
you know
that's
what I
the
mean?
thing, right? We keep reinventing the wheel. Every time something tries to knock us down, man, our
we
culture,
get up and make fried chicken.
Man, thank you. Exactly.
Like, damn.
Exactly.
Shit, man. How do you make pig intestines edible? I'm not eating them, but the fact that you can eat them and not die
Shows
get
the
sick.
I'm not
ingenuity.
going for no chilling.
Yeah.
No,
I
I'm not. I'm
understand.
good, man. That's for history lessons. Okay, that's for that. I feel we have elevated. We've
No
elevated
doubt.
past chitlins. Give me the filet mignon.
It's like in the
Okay.
Boondocks where he's like, well, this is a part of your culture or whatever, and he's like, well, sometimes the culture need to change.
Yes.
Like,
Very
you know what I
true.
mean? Like,
Yes.
That ain't,
Yes.
that ain't it.
And
no
your
more.
house shouldn't smell like gas on Thanksgiving, man.
Yeah.
It shouldn't. It should smell good.
For real.
Real
But
good.
yeah, we here at Dual Citizen, and we'll talk a little bit about our fellow over here.
Hold on. You forgot one of your things of Black history.
Oh, you talking about the good old homie?
Yeah, the good old.
You talking about the homie?
good old
look,
homie.
look. Let me break it down for y'all. There's this guy who existed. His name was Robert Smalls, and he did big things.
Big
Okay,
things.
this man Robert. Okay, Bert, whatever you want to call him. Robert Smalls is his name though.
Bert.
All right, what this guy did. This gentleman back in the Civil War. All right, he commandeered a Confederate ship. Okay, all right. Then he went down the river and freed his family and his homies' families and his homies. Then he got to the Union, and then the Union, he persuaded them to let him in, the blockade, and then they turned that Confederate ship that he commandeered to free his homies on the way up to the Union, and then they made it a Union ship. So he went ahead and did the flip dip and did the rip and strip and got up out of there, okay? And he did it himself, okay?
Yeah.
He went ahead and freed himself and his homies. Talk about that, man. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get on, get your mans up,
Yep.
put them on, put them in position, and let it happen in a chain reaction. It's beautiful.
Definitely.
It's beautiful. I just support that. I love that story.
Yeah,
That's
man.
badass. That needs to be a movie.
It does.
Low key.
It does.
That needs to
Yeah.
be a movie.
Or not even low key, high key.
But the thing is,
Mega key.
the thing is about our people back in those days. Everyone helped everyone. There was no leave no man behind.
Back then, everybody was on the Atlanta rap scene type shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Everybody was helping everybody
Yeah.
up, man. Get them on your song. Get them in the boat. Let's
Yeah.
go. Harriet
do
Tubman
it.
was like, come on, I got something for you over here, but you got to do a little bit of work.
Exactly.
Okay. Shout out to Harriet.
Definitely.
Real
so,
deal.
once again, we're at Dual Citizen Brewery. It's located on 725 Bremen Avenue in St. Paul. This is a dope brewery. And Dual Citizen is expanding their production and growing the brewery after 4 years of being here. Doing big things.
Yeah, man. The beers we got going on today is the Saturday Night Kind of Pink. They made it with acidulated malts. Basically, what acidulated malts is, they're just malts that have been subjected to lactic acid fermentation after the kilning and whatnot. Just kind of helps keep the pH lower because the sour is, naturally it's a sour. So when something's sour, that means the pH level is higher, right? So if milk is 7, like 7 is the baseline, then the lower the pH is, the more acidic, if I'm correct, and then the higher is like more base.
Yep.
So, you just do that to kind of keep things even, because, you don't want to melt your teeth enamel off, So we, to keep things in balance. So it's rocking with some acidulated malts. We got some blackberry and some dehydrated lemon in there as well, just to kind of bring all those flavors together and, make it what it is. The Saturday night Saturday night kind of pink. And then we're also going to be touching on the Home Improvement IPA as well, this guy right here. And then we're also going to be doing a little dance with the Caress Me Brown Ale. We got this.
Pop-out.
Oh, this one.
That's that one.
That's this guy
Caress
right
Me
here.
Brown, baby.
And then we're going to be doing a nice little jug with the what's it? This must be Pale Ale. So that's the Pale Ale. Pale Ale is the nicer cousin of IPAs. Quick little story on IPAs. The reason why they're called IPA, India, pale ales.
Man said
not
Indiana.
steak
I know, Indiana.
We're not doing racing, we're doing train rides. Basically is what it came from is the fact that every time they would, because the colonizers in Europe were in India trying to drink Europe beer in India, but the beer would always spoil.
Yep.
And so they decided to come up with the idea. They figured out that hops are actually a preservative. So when you add enough hops to something, it lasts, its shelf life increases exponentially.
Yep.
So basically what they did was they just hopped the shit out of the beers. And then so now on that long train ride from colonized Europe to India, it would maintain and stay
boat
stable
ride.
and not just go bad
Was
and
trains
be
too.
terrible.
Yeah.
So
No,
because
not back then,
train was the fastest way to get from Europe to India. So that's how India's pale ale came up, because they made it specifically so it can make it to India without going bad. So a quick little history lesson on IPAs, whether you like them or not, whether you're tired of them or not, or whether you have a bit of a disdain of them or not. It's
So
the facts.
definitely. Thanks for those facts about IPAs.
Yes, sir.
Love it, and your beer descriptions are always on point.
I'm here for you. I
So
taste what I
Dual
see.
Purpose is the community outreach program at Dual Citizen. This month they're having a diaper drive for a nonprofit called Emma Norton Services, so if you bring in a pack of diapers, you will get a pint and a buy one, get one free crowler. So make sure y'all come out here, check that out.
Yeah, buy one, get one. That's nice.
Yeah,
For
definitely,
sure.
definitely.
For sure. And then, Dual Citizen is also a pre-wristband spot for the upcoming Winter Dabbler,
Dabbler.
which we will be attending.
Definitely.
Yes.
Dual Citizen will also be there, so make sure you go check out their beers as well. But if you want to take a shuttle, don't drink and drive, you know what I mean? Do your due diligence, be responsible. And one of the ways to do so is come to Dual Citizen at like 1 p.m. The Dabbler is from 3 to 6:30.
Yep.
But you can come here and you can jump on the shuttle.
Yep.
Don't drink
You
and
don't
drive,
have to worry
ride
about
and glide.
you don't have to worry about
Okay.
parking. You don't got to worry about driving. You don't got to
Yeah.
worry about none of that. Just come to Dual Citizen.
Get picked up.
Yep.
Get dropped off.
Ride the shuttle. You can go there. You get the pre-wristband location, so you don't have to wait in the long lines at the actual Dabbler because it's gonna be cold. You don't want to wait in the lines
Man.
either. And then afterwards, they're having a little DJ like dance party kind of situation at the brewery, and that starts at around 7:30. And so go to the Dabbler. You
By
can
the
ride
way-
with Dual Citizen. You can go ahead.
The DJ party is hosted by our friend DJ.
DJ.
Greatest
Saying.
DJ name on earth.
Yeah. You
Does
gotta
good
say
work.
it nice. A couple times and say it twice.
Yeah, yes, that's right.
DJ.
But
Snap your
yeah,
fingers, you
shout
might
out.
cook some rice too.
Yeah, you don't gotta worry about drinking and driving. Just
Yeah.
come on down to Dual Citizen. We'll get you the wristbands squared away, and then you
Stick
can
around and
make
dance
it
off
nice
some
and
of
easy.
that sauce too, you know?
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Yeah, let
Yes,
DJ,
sir.
DJ rock you, okay?
Because if you're at the Dabbler, you definitely gonna be drinking.
Yeah.
You definitely gonna be getting it in.
I don't know why else you would be there.
I mean, it happens every year. It's like you go and like there's people that that can hold it down, they can
Yeah.
control the situation.
Definitely.
But then every year, towards the end, you walking around, you seeing people that's not doing too good. So
Time is not does well when you're drinking a bunch of imperial stouts.
Right.
They'll
Yeah.
get you, whether it's earlier or later.
later.
You're gonna get smacked up.
Man, believe it,
Sure.
believe it. And also, again, we will be at the Dabbler doing interviews, have our booth. You know what
Literally
I'm saying?
chilling.
We're
Literally.
gonna be
see
there.
us, come say what's up.
Yeah. Please
sure.
come talk to us. We would love
Yeah.
to interview you if you're there. Speaking of, we're gonna be there again. We're gonna be having a booth. Hopefully, we'll be able to do a bunch of different things that you normally don't see at the Dabbler. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's
Some
gonna be tight.
questions, hollering, engaging with y'all, just seeing what's going on. Let me, when we pull up, just tell me what's on your mind. I want to know what you feel about the beer you're drinking. Let me dive into where your subconscious is going
Definitely.
with the sauce that you're slipping. Okay, let's find out.
I like that, the sauce that you're slipping. Mm-hmm. That's what's up. So I just want to pour up this Saturday, what is it? The Saturday night kind of pink, this fruited sour.
Bust it open, man.
First of all, check this can out, y'all.
It's fire.
Woo!
It's looking like a days of confusion and deliciousness, man.
Man,
Let's go.
exactly.
Holographic
We got to pour this up here. You know what I'm saying? Get it cracking.
Be careful now.
The smell.
What's that
though.
doing to your nose, man?
Yeah.
Is it swirling in the nostrils?
It's like that old.
You get that
It's
lactic
like Looney
acid.
Tunes, man. Y'all remember Looney
Yeah.
Tunes when they had that little smoke?
Little
that would come to your nose.
Most of the
and
time, that
pull
was
you
mad
in.
though. Oh yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
When
it
they
was
float-
Looney
when
Tunes.
they
The
float
pie,
to the
the pie left
yeah.
on the windowsill.
And it would float and you have right at your nose. That's what it's doing. Give it.
I'll
give
say
it,
this
give it
though,
a
that's
win.
a
hurts you,
great
the one that's
example of society's advancement. Don't leave your pie in the open windowsill, man. That's gross. Okay, there's goofballs on this earth, and there's bugs. And
I mean,
insects.
if you leave it in there, it's gonna be like life. I want that pie. Remember Martin Lawrence?
Yeah.
He wanted that pie so bad.
Talking about jingling.
Yeah, he wanted that pie so bad, man.
Jingling.
He ran and he didn't care if he was getting on
burnt his
the
hands
gun
and
line.
shit, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't care about getting on the gun line.
Cheers, man.
Gentlemen, cheers.
And this is blackberry, right?
Yeah, blackberry, man.
Okay.
Dried lemon as well. Dehydrated
lemon.
lemon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
dehydrated lemon. Yeah, you can tell it's a sour right off the nose, man. It's got
Yeah.
that spice to it. It's got that spikiness on it. It's got that schwang almost in the on the nose.
Oh yeah. I like that.
I like it because you get the tartness and it's not super sweet, but not super tart.
Right.
It's like that perfect balance of sweet and tart. And that blackberry and that lemon really comes right off. That lemon is like
Honestly,
very,
for me,
very forward
man,
present.
it's like a spurt of air. The way it just dances across your tongue, the way it shoots across your tongue. You get sweet up front, and then it kind of flashes between the lemon and the blackberry on the back end. So it's kind of doing like a little. It's doing like the can's doing, actually, honestly.
Yeah.
With the way you see how it's iridescent, yeah, it is. It's flaky, man. It's just
Flicking.
it flickers between the lemon and the blackberry, man, like strobe lights, man. And if you kind of peek the can a little bit, you just kind of see it swirling and burling with the iridescence and stuff. That's what's going on in your mouth, man. Just it's actually quite an accurate prediction of what the beer is. So I gotta give it to this.
Yeah. It's tasty.
It's like a party in my mouth.
Yeah, it's not too much.
And I'm invited.
It
you
finishes with the lemon though, for
Khmer.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's not too tart, and it doesn't wear your taste buds out too, is what I've noticed.
definitely. So I'm gonna talk about a little bit of bad news in our city here, Minneapolis. Amir Locke. I don't know if some of y'all know who Amir Locke is. He was a guy who was in his crib, or
yeah,
at
it
his
was
cousin's
yeah,
crib.
yeah,
At his
yeah.
cousin's crib.
Not even his own place.
At his cousin's crib, them folks came in with a no-knock warrant with the key, opened the door, and killed him.
Within 9 seconds of entering the place,
Yeah.
mind you. 9 seconds.
And
Well, he was sleeping on the couch,
yeah,
and they were there serving the warrant for somebody
Else.
else. He wasn't
Yep.
on the warrant, and yeah, within 9 seconds of entering the apartment,
They murdered him.
yeah.
yeah. And what was so sad about it, not to say murdered him, the St. Paul police issued the warrant.
Right.
They went through Minneapolis, and Minneapolis told them, because they didn't want to do a no-knock warrant, Minneapolis told them to do a no-knock warrant. So it's just a case, and
A
to
couple
me,
of the cops involved were some of the cops that they caught riding around during
the protests,
during the
shooting at
protest.
people.
Yeah, exactly.
Shooting at people.
Then when the truth came out, you had Mayor Frey lying.
Yeah.
You also had the interim police chief
Lying.
lying, stretching the truth.
And
Alternative
also-
facts, all lies.
Also, the judge who gave the no-knock warrant was the same judge that was in the Chauvin trial.
Yep.
So there's all types of fuckery in this case. Hopefully justice will be prevailed. Hopefully the family can get some peace. You can never get peace when your
No,
child is gone.
It's taken from you.
That can never be brought back to life, and you can never understand what that family's going through. But hopefully we can get some justice through the legal system.
In less time than it takes you to figure out what you want to eat.
Very
That
true.
man got took.
I will say for those who are not in the know or anything like that, no-knock warrants is not a new thing.
No.
No.
This is something that's been going on for decades. Mainly started in the 70s,
Yep.
80s. Fred Hampton was killed on a
no-knock
on a
warrant.
no-knock warrant. You know what I mean? Like raids, stuff like that. That's not some like new
No,
thing
raids
that's
aren't
just
new.
started happening.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like if you may or may not be involved in something like that. Regardless,
You might have known somebody though who's gotten into a raid
right?
as well.
And they'll come and kick they'll come and kick your fucking door in, bro. And they'll come and tear everything up in your crib,
Yep.
cut open your mattress,
They say it's for safety.
bust all your walls open and
Yeah.
all that,
Yup,
and then just
yup.
leave too. And
The
then,
funny thing about no-knock warrants, I've never heard it happening to other people than black people. And that I've heard of.
I've
Not
never-
to say that it hasn't.
right? I know one
definitely wasn't
person
getting
that
killed.
I know one person that was in a raid, and they actually ended up doing. This person was actually doing illicit activity though.
Okay.
And so they were actually out here, you know, moving that way. But the police busted in their house.
Yeah.
He had a gun in his house. He started shooting at them because he thought somebody was breaking
in.
into his house.
Yep.
And so that's the other problem with it, is that if you don't announce yourself, how do you blame the person on the inside?
You're entering their space,
Right.
Yeah.
And when they're asleep, what you think somebody who's
in the
legal
early
firearm
hours of the
holder is
morning
gonna
and
do?
shit.
With
Yeah.
they're trained to react.
And it doesn't
in that
make
way.
sense, because even if you're doing that, like let's say this person is involved in crime, let's say this person's selling drugs or whatever,
Yeah.
then they're gonna instantly be like, oh, I'm getting robbed.
Yeah.
Or like something.
Yeah.
So their first instinct is to
grab for the
get
piece.
aggressive.
With that
You know
being
what
the
I mean?
case in your thought process, that makes me think that they know that's how that person will naturally react because
Right.
of that, and so it's almost like they're setting them up.
Exactly.
It's like you're
Almost
setting
like
them up to
entrapment.
shoot at you.
Yeah, so
now,
then we got
because
free
he shot at
game,
me. Guess
green
who
light.
gets to go kill him?
Exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Exactly.
not
It's,
slick.
it's a weird blood sport kind of
It is.
thing.
Yeah, well, it makes you question.
But
who
yeah,
individuals who
RIP,
do that shit
RIP,
anyways.
Amir for real, because that whole situation is sad. I feel bad for his family, you know, and hopefully we can get, like you said, some form of justice and see
No
what's
parent
going
deserves
on.
to have their child taken from them before them.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to bury my kids, man.
Right.
I shouldn't have to fear so much as my mother, my father.
Hey,
They
and don't
always
think, I
check on
think,
me.
hey, MPD, y'all not slick though either, because I live in Uptown and I'm starting to see all sorts of new graffiti and stuff like that. Y'all trying to stoke the flames, bro. I already know.
Yeah.
Nobody's out here writing "kill cops" like on the wall. Like, bro, that's y'all out here doing
Yeah,
that, bro.
man,
I'm
this-
already knowing.
Well, that's some other agitators.
Yeah,
though.
you know what I'm
same
saying?
With, same with what happened in the protest.
Exactly.
Some other
It's
agitators
all,
coming from outside the
Proud Boys, all that
community.
Agents in the
shit, like,
field
nah,
pulling
yeah.
moves, thinking it's
Yeah.
not slick. Yeah, it's not slick. We see right through it. Like,
But yeah, I mean, it's a sad situation. But I'm gonna pull us out of the deaths real
Yeah,
quick.
definitely,
With some good news, we
Yeah,
got
yeah.
Snoop Dogg
Snoop.
now owns
Snoopy.
Death Row in a full circle moment.
talk about it, man.
You know what I
That's
mean?
hip hop full circle, man.
And
That's
he put out an
crazy.
album back on Death Row, BODR.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's a good album.
a
Go
good piece
listen
of
to it
work.
if you haven't. It doesn't sound like some old, because what, Snoop's like 50 something, right?
Yeah.
Who's 50,
like-
30 years in the
It
game,
don't,
man.
it don't sound like a 50-year-old rapper.
I would
so.
recommend Crip Your Enthusiasm. It's great, especially
Yeah.
if you like Curb Your Enthusiasm. I
That
would
song
recommend
is
that song.
fire, bro.
I don't know how you can listen to that song and not smile. I don't.
That's what's up.
Have you
I
heard it?
haven't heard. I downloaded the album the other night when we were together.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
I
haven't listened to
gave it another listen at the gym today,
Yeah.
and Crip Your Enthusiasm I think is my favorite one, man.
I just like the title. Crip
It's
Your
a banger
Enthusiasm.
song.
It's
For real.
great. It's great.
Up next, we got Baby Keem, who had his debut album, was at the top of 2021.
I think that was
wanna
the second
say.
album, actually.
Second album?
Yeah, that was the second one.
Okay. Well, yeah, he's like TDE, Kendrick's newest
Yep.
artist, and yeah, he'll be in town. This is a little bit further out, but April 2nd.
April 2nd.
You might have
That's
to
a
pop up to
Saturday.
that.
Yeah, we need to
I
get
think
out
we
to
could
a
pull up to
concert.
the Baby
Hey,
Keem show.
at the
Yeah,
Fillmore, tickets are starting at $30.
What day
It
is the
all
second?
ages.
What day is that?
Yeah.
It's a Saturday.
Yeah, yeah.
Yup.
See, Saturdays don't work
Saturday
for me.
night. Yeah,
It's gonna have to work for you that
working,
day, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to
Listen,
work for
man.
you.
But he'll be
Bartending
here.
night, I get about two to $300 a night.
Don't let him get look, sir.
Oh yeah,
sir,
you can't leave that on. So.
Man, I
Sir.
can't leave money on the table,
Sir,
man.
you work that Friday and come on
I don't
with
work
us
Fridays.
to Baby Keem, but you can that Friday.
The ticket's starting at $30, bro. So it's not that bad.
And
The
Baby
thing is about
Keem,
switching
Baby
shifts
Keem's
is we
ticket
are-
prices are only going up, and I think the next
Yeah.
time you see him here in town, he'll probably be at the Target Center.
But the thing you gotta realize, Phil, and you're a bartender. When you gotta, somebody has to allow you to switch with them.
right.
Which is doable.
Right.
You do
It
it ahead of
depends.
well-prepared switches are
True.
always on
I'll
the
try.
table.
I'll try.
I'll say that, man.
I'll try. But Saturdays are busy night.
As long
But
as
yeah,
if you
that's
get
like
on
guap.
it now, you'll be Gucci.
Not true.
Saturday,
I
April
think we should do
2nd,
that. I think we
Fillmore,
should do that.
7 p.m.
And it's at the Fillmore too.
It's all ages though. which is-
Phenomenal.
We go in the grown folks section. It'll be all right, man.
I'm not.
It's okay. There's a section for us.
Yeah, I don't do too many all ages shows.
Right.
Yeah,
But
just-
moving,
I'm
living
moving
my
right
real
along.
life,
Yeah, I feel it, man. I feel
I
My
don't know.
son might be there.
It's dangerous.
My son's
You're gonna be like Jimmy Fox seeing his daughter at the club, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
For real.
I don't want to walk
Steve
into
Harvey.
the
You
spot
don't
and
have to
see my
change
kids.
locations.
I don't want to
Steve-
walk into the spot and see my boys.
There was an episode of
There was
not
weird.
Blackish that was like that, something like that. But no, moving right along. Super Bowl weekend in LA, as you guys already know.
I'm live.
Super Bowl is later.
Shout out
this
to Crowns
evening.
and Hops, by the way. I hope y'all doing well out there this weekend.
Hell yeah.
Definitely shout out to
T.O. Benny, what's good?
Kodak Black, Miami rapper from Florida, or no, not Miami. I don't know exactly, Broward County, something like that.
Yeah, that's Florida.
Shot along with 3 other his friends outside of Justin Bieber's after party.
Biebs party.
That happened
Getting
last
shot
night.
up.
Hey, don't do JB like that, man. 'cause
We went
JB
from singing baby, baby, baby to going blam, blam, blam right outside his party. That's funny to me, man.
Hey,
That's funny to me, man.
JB, he's cool with me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we
that's
have
my
fun,
that's
bro.
my homeboy. Justin, if you watching this right now.
You go ahead and sway to Justin Bieber, man.
Anyway,
I'm gonna
though,
let you do you, bro.
Kodak got popped outside the show. I'm not gonna say they already trying to, the internet detectives is already out there saying who did it or why and whatnot. And so
All I'm saying is the shooter sucks at shooting.
yeah, y'all be cool out here though, man. That's really the only reason why I brought it up.
Yeah.
I don't really even fuck with Kodak like that. Fuck that dude, honestly.
Stop shooting up parties, man.
But yeah, bro,
Come
like
on.
y'all be cool out there, man. And especially if you in LA this weekend, man. Keep your head on the
careful,
swivel.
man.
Be careful,
Inglewood's still the hood.
Yeah, you know what happened with, and you know what happened with
Good,
Pop.
okay.
You know what happened with Pop too, and
Yeah.
so
Pop
stuff.
Caught
Yeah,
slipping.
and so
Chill out
stuff
on
like that.
social
LA
media.
is known for that. So be careful out there if y'all out there this weekend. Make sure you have a good time.
As Pac said, if you don't know about these colors, man, these is G's. So
Right.
Yeah.
Make sure you're wearing the right colors if you're going out traveling in LA.
Just
And
wear
then,
brown, bro.
Last,
Wear
yeah,
brown.
for real. No, not even brown, bro.
Yeah.
You just gotta wear straight white.
White. Straight white.
But,
or straight black.
Last but not least, I wanted to spotlight my guy DJ Snuggles. He works over at. He does a lot of work with Ice House. He's a DJ himself. Obviously, it's in the name. But he does a lot of work with Ice House. He's gonna be having a dance party on the 26th. That's also a Saturday. Starts at 10 p.m.
Are they bringing the dance parties back?
Yep, it's a Pisces party. You know what I mean? That's what that's what they're calling it. And so it's gonna be DJ Snuggles, DJ Espada, and then DJ Sweetness. And then there's gonna be some special guests as well. So check it out. This is a $10 event in advance, 13 at the door, and this is 21 plus. So
There we go.
Grown folks, come on.
yeah, grown
Come
folks
on.
only. But it's a good time. I don't know if you ever been to Ice House, but if you haven't, go check it out. And Snuggles and Espada, I don't know about Sweetness that much, but those other two dudes, they can throw it down for real.
Ice House is also the venue that throws the night church. on
Yes,
Sundays.
yes, sir. They've been doing it at the VFW too. It's been bouncing
They've been
back
bouncing
and
VFW
forth.
on Lindale?
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's been bouncing back
At
and
Lindale?
forth.
The
Yeah,
VFW?
and before y'all clown us, man, the VFW in Uptown Minneapolis is actually fire.
That's
bro.
the one you
we
wanna
not,
go to.
We not just hanging out at some
Nah,
some old Legions club or
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, no,
yeah,
this VFW is for real.
That's
Yeah.
a different blood type of VFW. That's
Yeah.
the one you want to go to.
I've had many a good nights at the VFW.
I've had a few
Yes,
myself, sir.
sir. Yes, sir. I've had good
Successful
and
nights.
I've had bad nights at the VFW too.
All right,
That
yeah.
one? That same one?
Yeah, the Valentine, bro, they be shooting outside there.
As we were, so this is perfect, 'cause we were talking about this earlier, like, we have a sixth sense about danger.
Yeah.
You kind of know when to get up out of there, too,
Yeah, like
man.
if the energy change.
That's if you
like,
listen to yourself, though.
And that's a spot where the energy could change quickly. Like
Yeah.
a certain group can enter the building, and all of a sudden you like,
know, it's time to go.
It's time to move out.
All I'll say is don't always listen to your homies because they might be a little more deeper in the sauce pool than you
Yeah,
might be.
yeah.
So if you listen to your gut, okay?
Let
Focus
that
on that
spidey
gut
sense-
chakra.
That spidey
Okay.
sense, let it take you.
All right, yeah. If you need to feel like, yeah, just peel out.
We were
It'll
talking
be
about
okay.
that
You're
earlier,
not missing
man.
much,
Me and
bro.
Greg was talking about how, like, when you're in the spot and you feel that energy change and you leave,
Mm-hmm.
then you find out later on, man, that mug got shot up.
three
Yo,
people shot or something. You like, damn.
Countless times that's happened to me
like,
where it's
ooh,
like,
man.
I got up out of there at the right time,
right
man.
time.
Right time.
Gotta
Listen to yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Get up out of there, man. Get what you need to get done. Get who you need to get to come with you and leave.
Yeah.
Okay? Go home. You're not missing much else.
Right.
Especially when your gut doing what it's doing. It's telling
Right.
you something. Listen to it.
I think it's time for this. You need to finish your drink though, over this. So we
Sir.
can get to this pale ale though.
Yeah, wash your glass out too, bro.
Yeah, yeah, you got the water right there.
Don't forget to rinse your glasses even before you drink a beer or after you introduce a new beer to the same glass. I will recommend
Keeps you
that.
hydrated too.
It keeps you hydrated, one, but also it cleanses the glass and it also creates less friction on the glass, so less foaming and less head, so you can actually get more beer and you can taste the full flavors and you don't taste the remainder of the last beer you drink. You don't want that. So beer dabber cats, let them rinse your glass. Get on that rinsing.
So Phil, you want to give us what's going on with the pale ale?
Well, let's crack it open. Let's see what our mouth tells us.
Yes, sir.
I'm
I like
talking about
that.
Their thing, like you talk about the actuated malts in the sour.
Oh, right. We did talk about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. You know, you're right.
We
Yeah,
want
right.
to give people the
Right.
real deal.
Right. The must be pale ale,
To
right?
the top, to the top.
Yeah. So you got
This
some.
is.
That's the must be, right? Yeah, the
yeah,
must
this
be.
must be definitely.
So that's the. It's got the orange hue, with the white head apparently, and then you got
Definitely the white head.
some Citra, Mosaic, and Simcoe hops dancing up in there. They added some citrus elements as well, and some tropical notes to the aroma. I'm assuming those tropical notes come through the hop combination that they use, because that's usually what you'll get in a beer. When you get tropical notes that don't actually have tropical fruits, it's most likely from the hop combination that they chose to use, because hops are flowers. And flowers that are also related to our favorite cousin, marijuana. Very close cousins to that.
Oh no!
So you're gonna catch if you actually. It's great because if you ever crack open a bag of hops, you'll notice it smells like weed's weird cousin.
Yeah, it does.
You know, it's just like, oh, this smells familiar, but it's not the same. It's your cousin.
Familiar.
Also, when if you do crack open hops and you grab them, roll them around in your hand. It releases the oils.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can smell it, and it gives you the characteristics of the hop.
Yeah,
so that's a little industry too.
Those same oils that preserve the beer and flavor it.
Gentlemen, cheers. This must be the pale ale.
Bam.
Yeah, you can definitely get the tropical notes on the nose. That's really what I'm getting.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Beaches,
I get kind of like some pit fruit.
I'm getting some xylophone going. I'm getting some palm trees happening with nice, pretty sunsets on the nose.
Are you doing the
But a
calypso?
soft version, not
Steel
too
drum.
aggressive. Probably actually less so sunset beach notes and more so midday beach notes while you're playing and splashing around in the water, and the salty getting in your tongue and whatnot. So you're getting that on the nose, just off the nose.
Definitely getting that orange, that citrus.
Yes, sir.
It's bright on the back end though. It's not right there on the front. It's more on the back end. This is a really good beer. It's a really good pale ale.
It's definitely a classic style pale ale with the fact that it definitely allows the bitterness of the hops to come through. I'm not a fan of IPAs per se, and I'm not a fan of bitterness. However, with this one, it's softer bitterness, less so than an IPA, right?
Yeah.
Not as aggressive, but for a pale ale, for me, it's an old school pale ale because it's still bitter like an IPA.
Yeah.
Right.
So you could almost mistake this for an IPA.
Definitely. And the thing is, man, like we talk about this all the time. The market's kind of oversaturated with hazies and IPAs. Don't get me wrong. You got people who love those styles.
That's damn near everybody.
Yeah,
Based off of what they, because
it's just the market. It's just
the market dictate what the beer
What the beers
sells.
are, yeah.
So naturally, all breweries are, you go to a brewery, you see like at least 3 to 4 different IPAs in the brewery. I challenge you to go to a brewery without 3 to 4 different IPA options.
Right.
Yeah, but that's one thing I love about my brewery.
Yeah.
We have 3. But no. We got 3. But normally we only got 3 because we had one that just came out.
Right.
The cold IPA.
IPAs are
which
best
is a new
fresh
thing.
though. Yeah, that's because you got to keep them fresh.
Definitely.
All right, so we've tried the pale ale.
I like it. I'm not a big fan of pales though, but I do like this one. It's nice and subtle.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's not that astringent like bitterness. You know what I mean? It's not offensive. You know what I mean? Sometimes with IPAs and stuff, it can be like, oof.
Well, it'll just mess up your whole
sheesh.
taste bud.
Yeah.
It's like getting your clothes wet and then you try and go do something else.
Definitely.
Like you kind of mad about the rest of the day because you can't experience it how it deserves.
Or
to be
like wet
experienced.
socks.
Oh,
Man.
Ooh,
that's
when
worse.
you step on somebody
That might be
walking.
just worse. Wet
So,
socks.
gentlemen,
Wet socks,
we only
bro.
got a couple minutes left. We're not going to be able to taste these on camera, but we're going to talk about them. Why don't you give them the home improvement? Give them a description of the home improvement and of the Caress Me Brown.
The home improvement, the caress.
We could try the brown. I want to try that.
Let's try the brown,
let's
man.
crack
Let's switch
that.
it up, man. We're gonna crack this guy open. Crack, holla, open.
Yes, sir.
Look at that. Look, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that brown.
All right, for those who don't know, I am a brown porter stout guy.
Yeah, that's my baseline. That's my
yeah.
foundation.
That's where I live.
Bro, where's your glass, bro?
I just rinsed it, but you know.
All that lacing on there?
Come on, man.
All right. You right.
Yeah, bro. This looks better. You should finish up what's in there, bro.
Bro, pour the beer.
There you
That's
go.
like, I'm gonna get my hands real quick. You can finish that while I do this.
Pour the beer, my buddy. Pour the
There
beer,
you
my
go.
buddy.
You gotta give the beer the due it deserves.
Yeah, true. Very true. Shout out to Dual Citizen again for letting us
Yeah,
come
big
into their
time.
space.
Big time for sure.
Letting us
Appreciate your time.
set up here, taste beers.
Exchange energy.
They
It's
even
been
hooked
great.
us up with some stools.
Definitely.
Shout out to them stool hookups.
Cheers, gentlemen.
So we not
Caress
standing.
Me Brown.
Yes, sir.
Cheers, boys.
Oh. This is where I live at right
It's
here.
like a nice
yeah.
hug on your tongue. That's what I'm
Malty-
talking about.
yeah, it's
like
malty,
coming home
warmer.
after
Yep.
being away for weeks.
You
This
get that.
This is it right here.
Yeah.
What I like is you get that caramel off this first smell. You get the caramel and the malt right off of it. And it's very, 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 very smooth. And a lot of people don't do brown ales anymore. You don't see them too much.
Right.
So Anthony, caramel or caramel?
I'm a caramel guy.
Caramel.
You may be a
Yeah,
caramel
caramel.
guy.
Caramel, bro.
You know?
I'm not a
tomato,
commercial.
tomato. Potato, potato.
Commercial, real life.
Potato.
I've heard folks say that.
Sheesh.
What? Tomato?
That's like the lady that I was
Potato.
showing y'all who chews with the
It's like
Oh
saying
my
what?
God.
cooking
Let's
with
not
your
go
mouth.
there. Let's not
Cooking
go
with
there.
your mouth, bro.
Let's not go there.
Google that. YouTube that.
Yeah.
YouTube
No,
that.
she don't
Cooking
need
with
no
your
more
mouth.
views, bro.
Yeah, no more views.
Stop
no more
it.
views.
Knock it off.
So, I like it. It's really, really good. It is a classic brown ale. And it soothes my soul.
This one to me
Definitely.
just reminds me of going home and diving into your parents' covers, man.
Yeah, it's nice and
Man.
sweet.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah,
and
this is
sweet.
good.
know?
You think it's sweet, huh?
I think it's sweet. I think it's got the maltiness and the roastiness. You know what I mean? From the malt, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think it's got a little bit of sweetness to it.
It's got a nice little melody to it.
Yeah.
It's like a nice tune to my mouth. It's soft, but it's I don't think it's too sweet, but I got a sweet tooth, so you know.
I want to talk about this beer
Subjective.
really quick before we go. This is the home improvement. So Dual Citizen, they sponsored the house that beer built. And the house that beer built was a collaboration.
They're
with
building
Dual-
houses for people.
Yeah, it was a collaboration with Dual Citizen and Habitat for Humanity.
Yes,
And
sir.
so a lot of different breweries were on this house that beer built.
Dangerous Man was included.
Arbeiter, we had a day last year where we went and
Y'all
helped
sure? I didn't
build
see
up.
y'all on there.
Yeah, we were on there.
Okay.
We were on there.
right,
I
let's
got
make
my
it sure.
Gutenberg shirt from when we were there.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah,
I
no, we
didn't
were
think I
on
saw
there.
y'all
I
on
went
there.
to the house. I actually hammered some stuff.
You hammer some
You know
nails
what
in
I'm
there,
saying?
eh?
No, I actually helped put the trestle in the bottom of the
I was
basement.
gonna
You
say,
sure that
'cause I
wasn't the
didn't-
photo plank that everybody goes
I
to the
used
hammer and
work
nail
at
with?
Habitat for Humanity doing AmeriCorps, so yeah, really.
I didn't see
really
y'all
was
on
a
there,
dip.
so I just had to make sure.
But also, like, this is a great beer. And before we go, let's. I want to check in with you guys, man.
Yeah.
Mental health wise.
I think
How since the last episode, how you been mentally?
I've been pretty well, I gotta say. Mentally, just been on. As we move in from winter to summer or to spring, I just always feel like a warm overcoming of mental strength for me. Winter times, you know, not my season, but you know, we make do and we strive regardless of the weather, regardless of the season. We do our best to do so. But I do always start to feel a nice sense of just peace and serenity and strength coming towards the warmer seasons and whatnot. It's just my season, man. We live in Minnesota. I don't know why we do this.
Yeah.
It's like an abusive relationship. The summer's like, oh baby, I love you. Let me do these
winter
things for
whooping
you.
your ass.
And in the winter,
Yeah.
you get knocked around a little bit. You come outside, you getting bullied.
Yeah.
It's like Debo's outside pushing you around and Sub-Zero's blasting your ass.
Hold on.
How are you doing, Greg?
I like the winter first and foremost.
Good for you, buddy.
I don't like negative 20 or whatever like that.
I don't know who does.
But I would take a 20-degree day over a 90-degree day any day, bruh.
You different.
I disagree.
Big time
Because give me
different.
the hot. So mentally though, I'm doing really well. I started taking up yoga recently,
Nice, man.
trying to get my chakras right, trying to align.
Yeah, man.
Trying to get some more motion in my legs and in my my joints. But
This man old. He's
gotta keep that cartilage pliable.
man, I'm 44, but I don't look it, but
Anthony,
I feel it.
You're right though, because the number one reason why people go to group but have to go to homes is when they can't get up off the toilet.
Yeah.
Is when they can't get up.
You
So you
get
know what?
stuck
I
on
want you to
there.
get up off the toilet, my guy.
Oh, I'm getting up off the top. But also, like, I'm not like Phill, not like Greg with the winter. I can't stand winter,
No,
and
bro.
my birthday's in the winter.
But you just gotta
hate-
bundle up, bro. Like in the winter, you can at least put
I'm a
stuff
little
on.
dude.
In the
That's like
summer,
saying when
Hold
you
on.
go to the shootout,
But
you
if
gotta
you-
put the bulletproof vest on.
But when you go in the summer, you can only take off so many layers.
So
What am I
let
gonna
me
be walking around butt
explain
naked?
it for me.
No, you're gonna go biking.
I'm a little guy.
Cyclist.
I'm a small guy. When that cold hits my bones, I can't warm up.
It shoots right through the skin, huh?
It's a mindset thing.
In the summertime, if I get too hot, I can take a cold shower. I
Bruh.
can sit under the AC.
You're going to- you can go on a bike ride.
So you're just gonna
Yes.
wait. So you're gonna waste water and electricity.
Yes.
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 Bruh, what?
Not
That's
wasting.
me.
It's
wasting.
not, if it's
bruh.
for a purpose,
There's
it's
mo-
not wasting.
Bro, there's people out here that don't even have that luxury.
and
bro.
they deserve those luxuries
You know what?
as well.
You're right.
And that
that's
doesn't mean
good.
we
But-
deprive. That
so
does
you
not
the
mean
type.
we
So you
deprive
sound
ourselves
like
from
you sound like the
luxuries.
type of person that rides around in their car with the AC on with the windows down.
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
That-
but I'm saying those
that's
people deserve
fugazi,
the
fam.
luxuries that
That's
we all
fugazi.
get to indulge in. Okay, they deserve them too. That doesn't mean we should deprive ourselves. That means we should supply it to them as well as
It means you
us.
should be cognizant of what the waste that you're leaving on this
No,
planet
it's not
Earth,
waste
bro.
if it's
In
for a
your
purpose.
carbon footprint,
Also,
bro.
we
Nah,
have-
I'm getting.
Also,
hold on,
we
man, I'm
have
getting
first
mad,
world
bro.
problems,
I'm
fam.
about to walk
We got
up off the
first
set.
world problems. Let's keep it fair. We got first world problems.
First world problems.
I'm
man.
saying,
But I'm not
I'm
taking
about to
cold
walk
showers. I'm
up off
going on
the
a bike
sun,
ride,
bro.
man. Shout out to the
Gentlemen,
bikers, man.
and
I'll
with
see y'all
that,
this summer.
That's another episode of Black Brewers Podcast.
Yes, sir. Oh, and thank you again, Dual Citizen,
Dual
for
Citizen,
real.
thank you
Love
for
it.
having us.
Love the hospitality, for real.
BCC, let's go.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's go.
New York, we had it.